Hi, and welcome to In the Front Row, all things news, reviews, and interviews. My name's Jamie Lee, and today I'll be doing a review of episode 6 of The Boys, Herogasm. I'm not gonna lie, I bought into the hype of this like all over the internet, and I honestly thought that this episode was gonna be a joke, like basically a big orgy or like the whole thing sex related, and I just thought it was going to be like comedic the whole way through basically, because the last two episodes I said were perfect. Oh, the storyline is perfect, and each week it just keeps getting better and better and better, and I thought this week it'll probably slack off a bit, but no, it did not. I'm so excited I could scream. Like, the boys gave me the most perfect gift, wrapped beautifully, like, oh my gosh, every single thing was just so perfect. And oh, I can't fault one thing. Not one thing in this episode can I fault. It was absolutely perfect, and it gave me more than what I wanted. Like, what I thought I wanted, it just topped it and topped it. And oh my gosh, I'm so happy. So in the first minute 48, I got Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher is what my dreams are made of. So straight away, 10 out of 10 for this episode. Like, we could stop there and it would already be perfect to me. But no, it gets better. We have them, singing the cameos there, and they're singing a parody and taking the piss. But then Black Noir comes on, and obviously he can't sing, so he holds up the cards, and that threw me back to Love Actually, where my Andrew Lincoln holds up the cards expressing his love. And I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I thought that was so funny, and yeah, I got a real kick out of that. And then we went to Homelander, and I honestly thought Homelander was a little bit scared because he was worried about Soldier Boy's strength and abilities, and I think he felt threatened. But no, he didn't. He was so concerned about his image, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is funny. I laughed already 3 times in like the first few minutes. And I feel like I need to record this just so I can replay it every week, because I say it every goddamn week. But his acting is absolutely perfect. Like, he went from complete schizo psycho freaking out to so calm saying this.
Okay, I'm gonna find him and kill him.
And then the scenes in the mirror, like, those scenes were amazing. And I don't even know if like this would have even been possible, because I don't know when Moon Knight was filming or when this was filming or yada yada, whatever. But oh my gosh, I was getting flashbacks to Moon Knight where, he was talking to himself in the reflection, and I don't know, just even the things that Homelander was saying to Homelander reminded me so much of like Mark saying to Steven, or vice versa. Like, we got to stick together and we can do this together, things like that. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is like giving me lots of, I don't know, throwbacks or feels or whatever. And then we have Black Noir, who cuts out his tracker because he wants to obviously escape from Soldier Boy, who's clearly coming after everybody. I love that line from Butcher where he's like,
"You want payback on payback, don't you?"
That was classic Butcher. But yeah, with Black Noir, he's really interesting to me because I always thought he had some sort of like weird loyalty or connection to Homelander or even Vought. But honestly, I'm starting to think that I overthought all that, which I do a lot. But I feel like maybe he's just going to wherever he can be most protected, or who can protect him the safest. I'm not sure, but I'm curious to see where they take his character. And I absolutely loved the scenes with Starlight and Victoria. Victoria just blew my mind, and that's no pun intended. Dead set. Her lines were absolutely perfect, and she just owned it. Starlight was giving her the eyes, like fully threatening, and she's just like,
put him away. Besides, you'd lose.
She just owned her. And then that threatening line at the end there.
It'd be really tough to take out America's sweetheart, but not impossible.
And leaving her with a blooded nose, like, oh, what a threat. She is scary. That is so cool. And then we moved on to the scenes that were pretty sad, I must say, with Kimiko. Like, when she was texting Frenchie, that was really heartbreaking and like, oh, super relatable too. Like, are you running away because I tried to kiss you? Or like, I won't kiss you again, just come back, sort of thing. It was so sad. And then obviously when we saw Frenchie with that Russian lady being so like vulnerable, and just her talking about his past and things like that, that was really sad. And the fact that he had to choose, or not had to choose, but because it didn't end up going like that, did it? But even the thought of gambling the two people, that one he used to love and one he does love now, oh, very sad. But I mean, that sadness didn't last too long, because Kimiko just went balls out. Like, she just Oh, that was gruesome, that one, wasn't it? But I must say, it was pretty cool to see her like back in action, because I feel like she's been on the back fence for a little bit. And I'm totally fine with that. Like, I want her to be normal and be human and have them human or woman feelings that I guess she's been wanting. Like, she's been wanting love and she's been wanting to be a role model to children and not be so scary and things like that. So I like that storyline, but oh man, I liked seeing her fight as well. It was pretty cool. Gruesome, gory, but cool. And then we move on to the scenes at actual Herogasm. Yes, it was insane. It was freaking disgusting. I mean, you had Love Sausage, I think they called him there, with like the elongated powers. I think we could safely use that term. And then obviously everything going on inside. We had the deep, you know, he had an octopus sucking on his lollipop.
He just gobbles that right up. Nom, 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 nom.
And then the TNT brother who's filming people on the potty. Like, man, this stuff is just so wrong, honestly. The show, I don't know how they get away with the stuff that they do get away with, but anyway, those scenes were whatever. And I know that A-Train was really important to the plotline of season 1, but I feel like since then he's been like sort of a background character and his story has been a little bit weak. But I really like that in this he stood up to Ashley and they sort of gave him like a complete turnaround. Like, he actually felt the pain that he'd given to other people. And I think he was really genuine, and I really believed it anyway, when he was apologizing to Hughie. I thought that was like a good turnaround there. And honestly, I gotta say that when he killed Blue Hawk, I thought that was like one of the most creative kills of a soup. I really enjoyed him running around with him and just dragging his body on the gravel. Like, oh, that would have been so painful. And just that scene at the end, it was so gory. And I feel bad saying that that was my favorite kill, but yeah, I thought that was really creative. And so, like, is A-Train dead now? Like, how many soups are left? They just seem to be like dying off. So I'm so curious as to where season 4 is going to go. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting MM and Starlight to team up, but I do like them as a little duo. I thought those scenes where they're in the car and MM was talking about how Soldier Boy killed his dad, I thought those scenes were really beautiful, and we finally got to learn from his own words about how it happened and how he uses his OCD to deal with that and how that really affected his whole life. And I thought the words were really powerful when he said,
I gotta get this motherfucker out of my head and end this, or it'll end me.
Very sad, and you can see why he's got a personal vendetta against Soldier Boy, and you can see why that would make him so angry with Butcher for siding with him. So Soldier Boy rocks up, Gay crashes Herogasm and takes out TNT like everyone expected him to do, but then Homelander pops in to say hello, and oh my gosh, what perfect action scenes did we get there. That was what I thought I wanted. I really honestly thought that I wanted Homelander versus Soldier Boy and them to just go at it and see which one's stronger and which one's better, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was so good. But then along came Butcher.
Oi.
And really what I wanted was Butcher versus Homelander, because those scenes were totally perfect. I got like Dawn of Justice vibes, you know, like when Homelander like was like flying and just shooting them laser beam eyes down at Butcher, and then Butcher's shooting them back, and oh my gosh, it was so good. Those fight scenes were amazing. Like, I truly really enjoyed that whole section of the show. Was just perfect to me. Part of me was hoping that Soldier Boy would take away Homelander's powers and let him feel what it's like to be normal, I guess. But then part of me also was like, come on, like, fight them, you got this, you're stronger. So I was a bit like, you know, devil on this side, angel on this one. And I don't know, I was getting some weird vibes, like, I don't know, maybe this is my stupid brain, but that Soldier Boy is Homelander's dad, or like they created the soup babies for Soldier Boy, especially when he was talking about like him and Crimson having like 2 little boys and wanting to have kids around. And I just thought, I don't know, like daddy issues. I don't know. It doesn't work. It probably wouldn't work, but that's where I went with that. But yeah, Homelander, oh my gosh. I thought that Soldier Boy was going to be OP, and you know, he's got the ability to take people's powers away. And then you've got Butcher and Hughie. I guess Hughie's powers aren't really that strong, but you know, they're new soups, so their powers are really OP, like we saw with Gunpowder when Butch just like sliced him. So I thought, oh my gosh, maybe like Homelander's gonna be taken out here. You know, he's got 3 of them on him. But no, what a beast, what a boss. He was fighting and he is strong. And then he just flew out of there like nothing. Like, holy moly, this guy is going to be so hard to kill. And I don't even know if I want them to kill him, to be honest with you. I really like him as a villain. And yeah, he is OP as. And this divide between the two teams, I guess you could call it, that's going to come to a head soon. And I'm really terrified for Annie because she's really kicked the hornet's nest there. She shouldn't have messed with Victoria, I don't think, because I think she's a really powerful lady. You know, she can literally just, and you're gone. But also Homelander, he just defeated, or not defeated, but he just escaped 3 supes who were legitimately trying to kill him. And I thought easily could have killed him. But now he's gone back to Vought and he is alone. He is legitimately alone. He has nobody anymore. And I think that is going to bring out the scariest, baddest, and most fearless Homelander that we have seen yet. I feel like his reflection in the mirror and that sort of like bad personality or that evil personality that he's talking to there, I feel like that is just going to come out in full swing because he's got nothing to lose. He's got nobody left anymore. So I think we're going to see some really bad stuff from him. And I am so excited for it. Like if that episode was anything for what's to come, I am so pumped because yeah, that fight scene was just so good. Like I legitimately could say that that was a perfect fight scene. I really enjoyed watching that. In saying that, I want to see the boys reunited and come back together, but I've got a bad feeling, and I've been saying this, I feel like a broken record, huh? I feel like Frenchie is going to die. Not that I want him to, because I love him. He's definitely one of my favorite characters. I mean, most of them are my favorite characters, but he's definitely high up there, and I don't want him to die. But I feel like somebody big is going to, and the obvious person would be MM, because he's got that sort of beef with Soulja Boy. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be Frenchie, and I feel like Kimiko is going to like be a replacement for him. Not that he needs a replacement, but I don't know. These are just the theories that go through my head because I'm a weirdo and I overthink things, and I just, I don't know. What are your theories? What do you think is going to happen? I would love to hear. Let me know in the comment section. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm sorry that I went on too long about all these things that I loved, but dead set, I thought that this was the greatest episode. And if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel and then head on over to my Instagram and give me a follow over there as well, please. Okay, sweet as. Have a good day. Bye.